Taylor, how tall are you?
I'm about 5'5".
5'5". Look at this stinking monster, guys.
We have a 12,000 watt 33-inch subwoofer. It's obviously not in a box or hooked up. The box is going to take me some time to design and construct. And I also need a 30 amp line just for this
30 amp.
This guy here.
Hey guys, we're up here in Dallas, Texas for the Van Cave Theater. We've got a few hours before we kick off the event, but I wanted to come over and see my friend Taylor's setup. Taylor's one of my patrons, good friend of mine for several years. I've seen him at CEDIA. He's doing great things. He's building his own theater room right behind me. So I wanted to take you in there, get just a quick interview with Taylor, talk about the room. It's still a work in progress, just like most of us. He's still building it out, but what impressed me the most is Taylor built this himself. And so let's head on in. Let's take a look. Taylor, appreciate you inviting me into your awesome home, dude. So we just finished doing some demos in here. I'll just kind of give a pan of the room, and then I want Taylor to kind of walk us through the room and tell us what he's got going on. We did probably about 2 hours worth of demos in here. Music, two-channel with subwoofers. Then we went to multi-channel, and then we went multi-channel with subwoofers. And phenomenal job, sir.
I appreciate it.
So Taylor, tell us what we got up at front at least.
Well, we got a massive work in progress to start off with. We have a 190-inch Stewart film screen, Firehawk G5. It's a 1.1 gain screen. It's acoustically transparent. This is the Ultra Perf material. So just going from the front of the room, we have Theory speakers all the way around. So every speaker is Theory SB25s. The only one that's slightly different is the in-wall, which is an in-wall 25. Same construction, same drivers. Behind the screen are 4 SBS 3000 subwoofers. So they're in the quarter points. Eventually I'll be moving on to a turn-off, maybe in the next couple of months. But to do waveforming, which is probably, in my opinion, the best form of bass management, they need to be in quarter points. So we have a sub here, sub there, and then here and here. We also have two 21s. The box I made, the driver is from Pierce Audio. They're getting about 4,000 watts RMS. And then the whole system right now is a 9.8.6. So we have 9 bed layers.
So what are these, Taylor?
So these are Theory SB25s. These are pretty much my favorite speaker in all of home theater. I'm sure if you've seen my videos, you know that I've talked about these. Essentially, with speakers like this, you're not at the mercy of studs. You don't have to sacrifice your location and placement of speaker because something's in the way. You also get the chance of having your tweeters all perfectly level. And a small speaker means nothing without output, so these can play over 120 dB. They can be crossed over as low as 60 hertz. So I really enjoy them.
And the cabinets are aluminum, correct?
Yeah, so it's a metal cabinet all the way around. My front stage is getting about 400 watts RMS and then about 800 watts peak. The rear and side surrounds are the same story, 400 watts RMS, 800 watts peak. And then for my heights and wides, they're getting about 250 watts. Again, they really have a powerful room-filling sound. If you close your eyes, you probably wouldn't be able to tell that these are such small speakers.
Yeah, for sure.
As you can probably notice, the room is in a bit of distress, so it's nowhere near completed.
What do you mean, like these wires over here, Taylor?
Yeah.
And then we got some wires back here. Tell us what's going on, man.
So these are full fabric walls. Behind here are absorption and diffusion. It's not, even though it comes into the room 1 inch, these are full 4-inch, more like 5-inch deep panels. They're going into the wall about 4 inches and coming out of the room about 1 inch.
Yeah.
Behind that, I have my wires, and where you see kind of this opening is where a giant either wood or a fabric pillar is going to go. So where those gaps are, we're going to have floor-to-ceiling pillars with that similar blue light that's over in the corner that you might be able to see. So yeah, it's still under construction. I'm still working on it. The same story back there. There'll be a giant absorption panel and 2 pillars back there. Above the couch is the Epson QL7000. So we're pumping about 10,000 lumens into this screen, and we're hitting a brightness of about 350 nits. And we're pairing that with a Mad VR, so the image is pretty poppy and saturated in a good way. Now, in that corner, kind of the last thing in this room.
Let's take a walk back here, Taylor. Actually, I want you to go back there and stand, because I want y'all guys to see kind of scale. Taylor, how tall are you?
I'm about 5'5".
5'5". Look at this stinking monster, guys. What are you doing, collecting stuff back here, bro?
It's a temporary table at the moment.
It's like a bucket.
Yeah, so right here we have a 12,000 watt 33-inch subwoofer. It's obviously not in a box or hooked up. The box is going to take me some time to design and construct. And I also need a 30 amp line just for this
30 amp.
This guy here. But this is the location that it will be once it's done. It'll be like a little coffee table almost here. The main point for that driver is just for infrasonics. So that thing is not going to see anything above 25 hertz.
Right.
It's only going to see. It's just a pressure cannon. And
I want to see the magnet back here.
Oh, yeah. Well, don't get your camera equipment too close to it.
Yeah, look at that. Golly. Yeah, that's just wild. That's going to be cool. And again, Taylor, you're building your own cabinets.
Yeah.
I think that's super cool. And you even are going to enclose it in...
So, yeah, I've done it before. This one is 3/4 inch Baltic birch.
Right.
What I'm going to do with that one is use probably 1 inch Baltic birch, double baffle the front face, and then enclose it in shredded carbon fiber, just to reduce distortion even further.
That's going to look awesome, dude. Look awesome. And you even made your own custom
Oh, yeah. So those are
diffusion panels up here.
So, yeah, the ceiling also is going to get covered in fabric at one point. But, yeah, those are diffusion panels. Those are about 700 little individual cuts that I stapled and glued together on there. There's lighting in them as well. So I still need to add my absorption panel, so I just have diffusion on the ceiling. I have nothing in the back, so this room still needs a lot of work, but at the time it does sound pretty good at the moment. So
No, it's not pretty good. This is amazing.
Thank you.
And what's cool too is Taylor's on a second floor, and so you're getting some additional tactile response from being on the second floor.
Right, yeah.
So when it's kicking, whether it was Maverick, whether it was A Quiet Place, whether it was All Quiet on the Western Front.
Yeah.
Phenomenal, man. Tons of bass. Super clean bass because, some of you guys wonder, why in the world would I want a 21-inch? I mean, that's just overkill, right? The reality is these subs are barely working. They're barely moving. And because of that, super low distortion, incredibly clean.
Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, so the only thing that's left... Again, is the Trenoff that should be here relatively soon. And then the seating is going to be changed to low back.
Okay.
Same style, same color.
Right.
It's almost the exact same seat, but with a low back.
A low back. Okay.
Again, just to be unobstructed, to get the most out of the audio.
Sure.
And then a 33, and then some drywall and some fabric, and I think we'll be in the home stretch after that.
So Taylor, how long did it take you to build this?
So this has been a project for probably 3 years now.
Okay. I
started with a $200 Epson I got from Facebook Marketplace and a $50 screen from Amazon. And I was like trying to see how deep the rabbit hole goes. And,
sure.
and the more I go, the deeper it gets. So yeah. I'm really excited about that.
And that just goes to show you, like a lot of times you guys look at our channels or you watch our videos and you're like, oh man, I could never get there. Yeah, you can. It's just over time. This stuff doesn't happen overnight. And I love that you started on Facebook Marketplace with some really cheap stuff because that's exactly where I started. Mm-hmm. Started my journey buying stuff that was just what was coined Youthman deals.
Yeah.
Super, super inexpensive. And you find those great deals. And then down the road, as more funds become available and you figure out how deep you want to go in this hobby, then you begin to upgrade over time. But I've always encouraged everybody to enjoy the journey. And really my focus for 2026 is enjoy the journey together.
Right. Yeah.
Because that is what this is about. We have 2 other gentlemen, 2 great friends of ours and patrons that are hanging out outside because they didn't want to be in the video. But they're hanging out with us this weekend as well.
Yeah.
We've got other ones that we know of that we've met personally over the years. That's what this hobby's about, is bringing people together, enjoying the space, enjoying the hobby, enjoying music and movies, and just, building that camaraderie and that friendship. And so to me, that means the world. The gear's fun. The gear's awesome. It gets us excited. It puts big smiles on our face. But at the end of the day, the relationships are what matter most to me. And so I appreciate you just opening up your home, letting us come over and hang out.
This is a very surreal experience for me, from watching your YouTube videos probably for 4 years now. Having you in the room is like, it still hasn't hit me, so it's very interesting. So the community aspect is worth more than any piece of gear in here.
You said it, man. Man, that's so crucial. I love that thought, Taylor. So, well, cool, man. I want to come back and see it when it's fully done. And it's never fully done.
It never will be. But
I'd love to come back again, and maybe even when CEDIA's in Dallas again.
Yeah.
I'm sure probably in the next year or two it'll be back
like
here.
That.
So, but I'd love to come back and hang out and maybe even do a full tour. But I know we had limited time. We literally had like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, let me grab my camera. Let me just share your room. And then we're going to head over to the Van Cave and spend 3 days with other enthusiasts and the community, just building relationships and just having some cool experiences together. So, Taylor,
awesome, man.
Appreciate you, brother.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.